Texas Rangers. We welcome you back. Dave O'Brien alongside Dennis Eckersley.
Red Sox defense is brought to you by Southwest Airlines. They've made 35 errors in 45 games around the infield. Devin Marrero at third, Bogey at short, Pedroia at second, Mitch Moreland at first. In the outfield, left to right, Benintendi in left, Bradley Jr. in center, Mookie Betts in right. Behind the plate, Christian Vasquez catching Drew Pomeranz.
Here are the umpires, brought to you by Toyota's website for deals, buyatoyota.com. Fairchild behind the plate, Rackley at first, Welke at second, Marquez will make the calls at third. We're available. This telecast can be heard in Spanish by selecting the SAP button on your TV remote. SAP presented by Toyota. Visit compara2toyota.com to see Toyota deals not seen on TV. And the weather brought to you by Benjamin Moore. Paint like no other. 52 degrees, rain showers in the area. Ready for baseball at last, and the first pitch in there for strike one, and we're underway at 7:38 p.m. DeShields, the leadoff man, hitting .295. And he rolls a foul, and Pomeranz in front, 0-2.
I think we'll see a different rhythm out of Pomeranz, a little more giddy up in his attempt to speed up, not necessarily his delivery, but time between pitches.
1 ball and 2 strikes. The delay was 28 minutes. Pomeranz last 3 starts, he's gone 4, 3, and 4 innings. Swing and a miss, and down goes DeShields. He strikes out. 1 gone.
Well, that's a nice start right there with a curveball. Curveball for a strike that he swung and missed. This ball isn't even in the dirt. This is a strike. It's a beautiful curveball. Nice way to start this game.
He was a teenager when his dad taught him that pitch. It's been a good one for Drew. Now he takes on Elvis Andrus, who's been some trouble for him. Shortstop for the Rangers is 4 for 9 against the left-hander in his career. Hitting .271, 5 home runs.
Last time out, we saw just 2 pitches basically for Pomeranz. That curveball and fastball. We didn't see any cutters.
That runs in a 90-mile-an-hour fastball to count 2-0.
We haven't seen the velocity that we saw from him in his first outing, which was quite a long time ago against Baltimore. He got up to 95 in that first inning.
In there for a strike. Pomeranz losing his last one 8-3 to the A's. And he labored in that one. He threw 97 pitches in 4 innings. Striking out 6. He gave up 5 hits and 1 run.
Didn't have a lot of energy in that game too. Took a long time in between pitches.
3-1. A strike. Nomar Mazara on deck. And the 3-2 from the southpaw. He waves and misses. Down he goes on the curveball.
Boy, that was an ugly swing there by Andrus. It's like he's looking for a fastball and swung at a high breaking ball, high and in. Wasn't pretty, but it worked.
2 up, 2 down. Brings up the youngster Mazara, the right fielder. He was 0 for 1 as a pinch hitter yesterday to end an 11-game hitting streak. He's hitting .372 his last 12 games, so this is a hot bat. A couple of games in the majors tonight have already been lost to the rain. Kansas City at the Yankees and Cincinnati at Cleveland have been washed out. In there for a called strike. If If you missed the announcement by John Farrell, David Price is back. He will pitch on Monday in Chicago. Did he check? He did, says Marquez. 2-1.
See a lot of curveballs from Pomeranz tonight. He didn't go.
2-1. That's a base hit. He went the other way, and he's been a very hot hitter. Bizarro on with a sharp single. He's a good-looking young hitter.
Well, they need him. He's a big part of this organization, a big part of this lineup. There's no telling what he's capable of doing.
Old teammate there in Moreland. Together in Texas. And Mitch had a big night last night. Came off the bench, had 2 hits late in the game. Both of them very important in the Red Sox win. That'll bring up Luke Croy to catcher, 268 with 3 home runs. And Pomeranz from the set. That is strike 1.
The Red Sox have had early this season had great pinch hitting, haven't they? About 8 for 19, something like that.
Yes, tremendous. Pomeranz with 2 down and a man on, the 0-1. Routine ground ball to Bogaerts and on to Pedroia. So that a relatively quick inning for Pomeranz. 16 pitches as he gets out of it without a run. Lineup for tonight brought to you by Toyota's website for deals, buyatoyota.com. Mookie Betts will start it out. It'll be followed by Dustin Pedroia, Xander Bogaerts, and Andrew Benintendi. Hanley Ramirez, the DH, with Mitch Moreland at first. He's hit safely in 6 in a row. Jackie Bradley in center. Christian Vasquez doing the catching. And it's Devin Marrero, the third baseman. Red Sox facing the right-hander Nick Martinez, 1-2, a 4.33 ERA, his 7th start of 2017. Martinez has really been a good strike thrower. He's issued only 7 walks over his last 6 starts.
He's got to be fine because he doesn't exactly bring it. Throws in low 90s. Curveball, cutter, changeup.
Mookie at 287, 7 home runs. He singled twice and he drove in 2 last night. Betts now at 30 RBIs. He's in the top 10 in the American League in runs batted in. He's 9th. Softly hit. Kozma will dig it. One man out.
The Texas defense, they've made 34 errors in 47 games. You see around the infield, Joey Gallo at third, Andrus at short, Kozma at second, Mike Napoli at first. Around the outfield, Ryan Rua at left, DeShales in center, Mazzara in right. Behind the plate, Lucroy catching Nick Martinez.
One away, Dustin Pedroia to climb in here against Martinez. Rain is just about completely stopped. Looks like it's going to be gusty though. Wind right now blowing in from center. Popped into right. Mazzara in to make the play. 2 up and 2 down. Now look earlier tonight at the rain.
Sheets of it.
It was at 7:10. They decided just moments away from the first pitch to hold it up. Get a 28-minute delay. Pomeranz was just about ready to go. Red Sox coming off the diamond. Rangers did too. Delay of almost half an hour.
We haven't seen any wind over the last 2 days. The flag has been down.
Yeah, a little different story tonight. Here's Xander Bogaerts with the bases empty. Xander hitting .331. He was 2 for 5 with a double last night. He ropes that one fair. That crashes into the side fence. Xander with a big turn and back into first. Throw quickly in there by Rua. A sharp single by Xander Bogaerts just inside the line.
Martinez is trying to establish fastballs in early. He threw him 2 in a row. This one caught a bit of the plate, and that's when he can go to work on that ball in. That's the kind of balls that a little up he can leave the ballpark, but that's good enough. Right down the line. You hope it might have been a double, but it kicks back quickly to Rua in left field.
So the Sox have their first hit. That'll bring up Andrew Benintendi. 287 with 5 home runs for the rookie. And there goes Bogaerts. A strike. The throw too high and a tag. He won't get him. And he got a great jump.
Boy, they're making a statement right from the get-go, man. See ya. First pitch. Not a bad time to go. 2 outs. But he does get a good jump, and Lucroy can throw balls high. It's not going to get him. Safe, easy. What a big sign that this is 8 for 8 there for Bogaerts early this year.
Well, he said it in spring training. He said, I intend to run more. It wasn't as easy to do with Big Poppy in the lineup. You don't want to take yourself out of innings with David coming up.
That's true.
Be a little bit of a different story, and I really do think this Red Sox team from this point forward
needs to
run the bases with not recklessness but a lot more aggressiveness. I think John Farrell has started doing that. 2 down for Benintendi. He was 1 for 3 with an RBI in the Red Sox win last night. He singled and scored. Last 3 games he's 4 for 9. So after that slump, he looks like he has his eye back. Here comes the 2-1. Up the middle for a base hit. Bogaerts around third, and he's going to score, and the Red Sox take an early lead. And the speed pays off.
Right away that steal pays off. And Benintendi gets a cookie to hit. A high changeup, and he almost takes the pitcher's head off. This is a good pitch to hit. Little changeup right down the middle, a little outside, and he makes good contact. That ball is a whistling base hit to center field. Scores a run easily. That's easy. That's all you got to do. Steal the base hit, score a run.
Red Sox doing that with 2 down. 26 RBIs for Benintendi to bring in Xander Bogaerts. Here's Hanley Ramirez now. 261 with 6 home runs. Hanley's been very patient as of late. He's been drawing a lot of walks, 4 of them in his last 3 games. Bounced up there and stopped by Lucroy.
But you got to admit, you know, Bogey's 8 for 8. Benintendi's 6 for 7. Betts is 6 for 7. I mean, that's 20 out of 22 stealing bases.
You know, Jackie Bradley's another guy you can send. There's a very high career success rate stealing bases, so there are weapons on wheels in this Red Sox lineup. And the 1-0 is up high. Benintendi got an excellent jump there, went back to first base. If he kept going, he has that stolen. Red Sox looking to apply some pressure, and doing it here in the first inning to grab a 1-0 lead. He takes it downstairs. That's ball 3. Hanley, one of those guys who rarely comes out of the strike zone. Moreland on deck, swinging a hot bat. And Martinez with the 3-0. He goes for that, dribbles up the first baseline foul. So he had the green light on 3-0.
Boy, that would have been ugly, huh? 3-0 pitch, a little weak ground ball to the first baseman.
Hanley trying to bust out of a little 0 for 6. Sox enter play tonight, 1 game out of second place. 3-1 runner goes. Swing and a miss. The throw. And not going to get him. Another stolen base. Benintendi keeps on running.
He thought he got interference right there by Ramirez at the plate. Lucroy, but picks a good pitch there. A 3-1 slider to go. And you see that Hanley's a little bit in the way, but there's no chance there. He got such a good jump. Throws high once again. He's in easy.
But Bannister's coming out to argue that point. Was that interference? Hanley lost his helmet on the swing.
You see if he gets in the way. See him swing. He reaches back down for his helmet. I don't think he's in his way at all.
Looked like the bat hit him though on the follow through. Looked like the bat caught him on the hip.
LaCroix's arguing something, so something had to happen. Yeah, nicked his left arm. It's kind of his hip right there, his left hip.
But there was no call by Fairchild at home plate. Therefore, it is not interference. So down to second base, Benintendi. They count 3 balls, 2 strikes. Red Sox trying to take a 2-0 lead right away against Nick Martinez and the Rangers, as the Sox go for the sweep. Now the catcher Lucroy will head on out to talk with Martinez, who has been hit hard in the past by the Red Sox. 3 career starts against Boston. He's 0-2, an ERA of 6.23.
He's basically just keeping that seat warm till they have their starting pitchers come back. Cole Hamels in particular. They're waiting for Tyler Ross too to come out, maybe in another week or so.
Now ready, 3-2, and he walks him. A lot of walks lately for Hanley. 3 consecutive Red Sox reaching base here with 2 down. First and second for Mitch Moreland. Moreland seeing the ball very, very well. In this series, he's 4 for 6. He's hit safely in 6 in a row. And over the 6 games, he's batting .360. Last night, one of the heroes coming off the bench.
He stings this ball right at the middle. You see right between that hole. They had him shifted a little bit right there. Cost him. Didn't cost Moreland. He loved it.
That was in that 7th inning uprising. He added another hit, his second at bat later. Take a strike. Mitch playing against his former team. He wore the Ranger uniform the last 7 years, and he said there's no question it is bittersweet. After all of those seasons trying to help the Rangers win, now trying to beat them. And the count quickly 0-2.
He got beat there by a fastball. He has a tendency to chase that high fastball.
Moreland homered in 3 consecutive games for the first time in his career, Thursday through Sunday. 1-2. Jackie Bradley would hit next. Bogaerts is in to score. Benintendi and Ramirez aboard with 2 down. A shot into right center field. That's going to get in another run. Here comes Benintendi. He will touch home plate. Hanley Ramirez safely into third base. Moreland now a 7-game hitting streak. He's really seeing the ball.
He really is. He's on fire, man. He's feeling good about himself, especially against his old team. Almost identical to what he did last night. He hit the ball on the ground hard like that, but he hits this ball solid up higher in the air, line drive that beats the shift once again. You see the shift playing him in right field, shallow right field. He hits it to right center field, first and third right there, 2 runs in.
And 4 consecutive Red Sox have reached base with 2 down, so 7-game hitting streak, 385 from Mitch Moreland. So Jackie Bradley becomes the 7th Red Sox to bat in the first inning. 2-0 Sox. Getting right at 200. I was reading a piece on Jackie today which is suggesting that 200 batting average is misleading for Jackie Bradley, that he has hit into a lot of tough luck. He's actually made very good contact.
Well, they've got stats for everything right now. They could tell you if you've had bad luck or not by the velocity coming off of your bat, what should be a hit and what wasn't a hit. They know.
Yeah, that was the point of that article, that he's barreled up a lot more that have not gotten through for hits or been caught in the outfield. The 1-1 up the middle right there. Andrus will take it to the bag for the force play to retire the side. But a nice start for the Sox. They jump on Martinez for 2. America's most beloved ballpark with the Fenway Gridiron Series. That's presented by Your Call Football. Tickets on sale right now. Visit redsox.com/gridiron for more information. Feels like football weather. 52 degrees, drizzle.
If it was windy, it would it'd be nasty.
Red Sox up 2-0 after an inning. Odor leading things off here. We had a 28-minute rain delay. Red Sox stealing a couple of bases in the first inning. Bogaerts and Benintendi, and they both came in to score.
Got Odor DHing tonight. He had his troubles last night defensively, didn't he?
Sure did.
I mean, there's a couple plays he should have made.
207, 6 homers. He's driven in 19. Reaches out, pokes that one down the left field line, but cruising off a side wall there. So Pomeranz gets in front 0-2. He is 0-2 lifetime against Texas. ERA of 5.74. So trying to clean that up here tonight. We were talking about Jackie Bradley a little bit earlier. The fact that Jackie is now under 200. And in some circles, some are writing that, you know, he doesn't deserve to be a 200 hitter. Say 200's 200. You fall below that, you're below that Mendoza line. I mean, what can you do?
I mean, we watch from up here, right? And you see every game, and you could see the guys have had some tough luck, don't you? I mean, you know, a lot of balls, line drives at people.
And I wouldn't say Jackie necessarily jumps out at me that way.
Because I used to think that Hanley Ramirez got, you know, a lot of hits taken away from him. He's hitting the ball hard a lot.
Right.
Last year, not this year necessarily. He
Tried
said
to
he
hold
went.
up. That's going to be strike 3. Down goes Odor. Third strikeout for Pomeranz.
Well, that's 3 punch outs with that curveball. Odor can't hold up. This ball's in the dirt. Half swing, but he went.
There's a pretty good yacker going tonight early on. Now it's Mike Napoli getting 198, but with 11 home runs. Homered yesterday and against Chris Sale, but Sale would pick up the victory. It is now 5-2. And he drops in strike 1 as he starts him with a fastball.
You know, last night when he hit the home run, it's almost like, oh, we lost. That's kind of the feeling, because no one takes my man deep. Nobody.
And make no mistake, he's your man.
He's my man. He's the right guy.
By the way, he's the man of about 36,000 people every time he pitches at Fenway Park.
You got it.
7 1/3, 6 hits. He called that a mediocre outing.
Man.
Gave up the 4 runs by his standards. That's going to be in there for strike 3 with another outstanding breaking ball to set down Napoli.
This is a clinic. This is a clinic of curveballs. And we all know he throws curveballs just to stay in shape. I mean, this is a good one. 12-6 on the corner. Might be a little low, but got to have it.
So he has 4 strikeouts in the first 2 innings. They'll send up Ryan Rua, the left fielder, 233 with 3 home runs. Red Sox in front 2-0.
So what we've seen already, the fastball, curveball, nothing else.
The 0-1 right past him.
Man.
So he has a strike away from striking out the side in the second. Gallo would hit next.
Might as well throw him a hook. Nope, another fastball. See ya.
Good morning, good afternoon, good night. He sets down Rua. Pomeranz, one of his best innings in a long time as he strikes out the side.
He's acting like Sale.
Dining Playbook driven by your New England Chevy dealers. Billy and I play a game of this or that with some of the amazing Red Sox players, including Mookie Betts, Rick Porcello, and Andrew Benintendi. Find out the best places to go before, during, or after the game. Tune in for this and more on an all-new Dining Playbook Saturday mornings at 9.
Wow. Oh, I wish I could do that.
Wow. Sounds a lot better when Jenny does it in person. Billy and Jenny with us.
Lively.
Great to see you both.
So great to see you.
Especially inside with the windows closed.
Yeah, this is November baseball, right? What's wrong with this?
Pretty good. I like keeping dry.
And you guys have a lot of Red Sox stuff coming up in your next segment, right?
Yeah, it's funny. You know, one of the best parts of doing Dining Playbook and partnering with Nesson is that Jenny and I get to hang out with the players in kind of an unusual circumstance. We'll play word games with them. We have this thing we call this or that. It could be, so tell me what it is. Cheeseburgers or pizza, Chinese or Italian, you know, lobster roll or steak.
We get them out of their comfort zone, right? They can talk about something a little bit different, something fun, like, would you choose the dab or the Bernie?
Oh my God, here we go. Are you going to ask one of these guys to do it?
Definitely. So I'm not even sure. I'm not even sure.
Like,
I'm not even
what?
sure any of you, Billy, I don't think knows what the dab or the Bernie is,
Oh,
but the
please.
guys have a lot of fun with this. They either do the dab or the Bernie.
So which one of you is going to do it?
This is the dab.
Okay,
That's
X got the dab.
Yeah.
Dave, give me the Bernie. Your best Bernie.
I have no idea
What's
what the
the
Bernie
Bernie?
is. Oh, that.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
They did that out in Oakland.
Yes,
We were out
they did.
there. Yeah.
They did.
Absolutely. I've been dying to ask both of you this question ever since I started watching your show, which is a terrific show, every Saturday, 9 o'clock. Also
Wow.
coming up later on tonight. Because I'm a big restaurant
I
guy.
know you are.
But you guys, is the whole world asking you for reservations to get you a table in
You
the
have
back
no
bay on
idea.
a Friday
From
night?
time to time. Do you
Has to
want to
be
be
all the
added to
time.
the list?
Oh, of
Because
course I
I'm
will.
more than happy to add you to the
Kidding me? I
list.
can't get a table to save my life.
You know what I love, Dave? What happens is they'll call me, and then I'll call Jenny, and Jenny will call the
That is
restaurant.
completely the truth. Well, there's a couple of really cool new spots that we're showcasing on the show. Ooh.
That gets through for a base hit. Red Sox keep on swinging the bats here.
Wow,
tonight.
they're hot tonight.
New spot in East Boston that's definitely worth checking out for everyone listening is called Real House. It has the most beautiful view of the city, so you're going to see that on the show right after Nesson Sports today.
Yeah, and not only that, you know, with the summertime here, golf season is here. You guys golf?
Oh, yeah.
A little bit, yeah.
We're going to Granite Links, and Granite Links is one of those golf courses just south of Boston that has probably one of the best views of the Boston skyline. And they've got 3 9-hole courses, but they've also got fabulous food and high-end
Really good
restaurants.
food. Brand new renovations. It feels like a new spot, so that's
Tremendous,
worth checking out.
Hey, who are the best golfers on the team?
Good question.
Well,
This
I
was
don't
dropped down
know, but
foul.
I would guess it would be a pitcher, right?
Yeah,
I mean, that's all they do. I mean, they've got all the time in the world.
coordination,
Yeah.
It would be a guess on our part, but you know, Sale's brand new to the club. He's 6'6".
Oh, yeah.
And you know, he's probably got a beautiful swing. All you guys have great swings.
I don't know
The
about that.
pitchers have great
Yeah.
swings. You know, you take a lot of swings, but you know, there's some beautiful swings.
Well, I
They
know
take a lot of
Mookie
swings
plays
off,
a
yeah.
lot.
That's what they do.
Well, we get to get on to spring training a lot with the Sox and have some
Yeah.
fun with them, and it seems like they're always leaving when they're done practicing. They're headed to the
Right.
golf course. So I think
Yeah.
most of the guys do golf.
So
Quick
Billy
cut.
gets a nice workout on the golf course. I do a nice workout later on, sort of with a nice new ladies workout. Do you know that the ladies watching the game right now need to know they do not need to be afraid of lifting heavy weights?
Do not need to be.
No, they don't.
I was surprised to hear that. Heavy weights work, right?
Yep, I'm working out with On the Mark Fitness, so it's a fun other additional segment to watch on Dining Playbook.
So for you, Jenny, what is a heavy weight? What is considered
Great
a heavy
question.
100 pounds?
No, I heard I'm doing 15 to 20 pounds.
15 to
which
20.
most women
Curls?
are doing. Yeah, I mean, you know, it's pretty good.
That's all I
check
do.
it, you know.
Oh, don't worry about her, kid. I'm telling you. Now, Dave watches the show every week, so he says, Eck, have you been watching Dining Playbook?
No, I've seen you on and off. I have.
Okay,
I
all
mean,
right.
We appreciate it. You want to be added to the reservation
Yes.
list too?
Yes.
That's the key now, and this is what I love, because I get a chance to sample through you guys, because my tastes are very similar to what both of yours are. So I get a chance to vicariously live through you. When you like something and your faces light up, or you love a place that that's cool for me. I put that on a list. I put it right down in the notebook.
All right, so Dave, we'll give you our cell phones on the way out. You
Love
can just
it,
give us a
love it.
buzz. And
What
Nice
is their
addi-
taste? What is their taste
Oh,
you're
good
talking
question.
about?
Very
Very
expensive,
good.
by the way. Very
Refined. We have very refined
hey, wait a
palates.
minute. We were just at the Cask and Flag and had one of the best
Great
meals I've had.
food.
That was cool.
And it's right here at the ballpark.
Kitchen.
Yeah.
Really great. Well, we also get to know where the players like to eat and what their thoughts are in regards to what's a great meal out in Boston. So
Okay.
a lot of good tips there from the players as well.
Great stuff. And sometimes you're moving around New England. You're seeing all sorts of. You're going up to New Hampshire. You're going to Maine. You're seeing the primo spots. So I keep a very active notebook through these guys. So
My new favorite person over
Wow.
here. This is,
I'm like
this is
very,
I'm very grateful.
You want an autograph?
I appreciate it. Yeah, a little something would be.
You know, I live in the North Shore, and so what's happening there?
Great
Oh,
question.
a lot, especially. Oh my goodness. Well, Tuscan Kitchen is hot in Burlington.
Okay. Yeah, I've been there.
Oh,
Great spot. Joe Farrow does an amazing job. Oh,
Okay.
we can speak.
Yeah, very good.
Linfield Market Street is just really
Yeah,
changed
that's
that
happening.
area a
Right
lot.
there,
There's a
one
great
spot.
Davio's there.
Yeah,
There's
Davio's.
Legal Sea
it's
Bar.
yeah, great
Tez
spots.
Mezcal. I mean, you've got all kinds of food there as you head further north. I mean,
Yeah.
Newburyport has new restaurants opening
Salem.
every week. Vasa, Brick and Dash, The Point. I mean, it's amazing.
Again,
North Shore is exploding.
We'll leave our digits.
Okay.
We will definitely leave our
Absolutely.
digits.
All right.
Want to thank you both for dropping by. It's
Thank
always
you.
a pleasure to see you in person as well as on Nesson, of course. Dining Playbook, my favorite show. So
Thank you. Thank
keep
you,
up the
guys.
great work,
All right.
both
Thank you,
Billy and
guys.
Jenny.
Enjoy the rest
Yeah,
of the
enjoyed
game.
it. Yeah,
Enjoy
thank you.
staying dry in
Thank
here.
you.
Okay?
God bless you. Thank you.
Good to see you, Dave.
Yes, you too. Thanks.
See you
bud.
later. Thank you.
Red Sox on top here, 2-0 in the second inning. Dining Playbook with Billy and Jenny tonight after Nesson Sports Today and Saturday at 9 a.m. sharp. These guys know how to stay dry as well. Runner at first base, nobody out in the 2-2.
Swing and a miss.
And down goes Marrero. So one away. And Mookie Betts on the way up here against Martinez. Red Sox getting to him in the first inning for 3 hits and 2 runs.
You got
Mookie tonight 0 for 1. He gets grounded out to second. Martinez went 7 innings in his first start of 2017, but he has not gone longer than 6 since then. So he's been going fairly short. High and tight as that one slipped a bit. That was a breaking ball, not a fastball. One to nothing on Mookie Betts. Vasquez starting the inning with a base hit. And fouled away to make it 1-1. It continues to be very misty at Fenway.
Yeah, it's ugly.
And now Mookie's going to need a new bat, as he broke that one. Seattle Mariners coming in next. I think that's fitting, bringing some of their weather with them from the great Pacific Northwest.
They won today, but they haven't been playing all that well. They beat Washington today.
Yeah, they had lost 5 in a row. Martinez throwing his 40th pitch already, and that misses downstairs.
You know, they stole 2 bases last inning on LaCroix, and he's not a bad throwing catcher. He really isn't. He's thrown out 38% of the runners. I didn't think he was a lamb back there, but they got some good jumps.
Scalded but foul. That one almost got Brian Butterfield. Had to dance out of the way. That's the reason for the grin.
I mean, he is so quick inside. He could hurt somebody. I mean, he hurts that baseball inside. You get the ball up and he'll just, I mean, that's his pitch.
No.
That's dangerous over there.
Said you can't get me.
Whoa.
3-2. See Martinez blowing on the hand on this chilly night.
He's not afraid to throw fastballs in. Early on this game, he's done it quite a few times. I guess he feels like he has to, so he can get the other side of the plate.
One out, one on, and the 3-2. There goes the runner. Up the middle, that skips right to Cosma, who turns the double play to retire the side. So that'll do it for the Sox after 2. Still 2-0 Boston. Question. Yaz led the Sox with 44 homers in 1967. Who finished second with 20 home runs? Text 1 for Tony C and 2 for George Scott. Text your answer to 536-536. Message and data rates may apply. One message per vote. On to the third inning. Pomeranz razor sharp right now as he has struck out 5 of the first 7. Struck out 3 in a row in the second inning. And jumps in front on Gallo, strike 1. Gallo 195, lots of Ks, but also lots of home runs. He's hit 14. One.
There's that cutter. Finally saw a cutter. Got to mix that in occasionally.
Cosma on deck, the former St. Louis Cardinal. 1-2.
I'll tell you what, Pomeranz gets his strikeouts. He really does. He's over a strikeout an inning with his time with the Red Sox. And you think about him lifetime, he's just under a strikeout an inning. He's pitched 500 innings and he got 497 punch outs.
1-2. Got a piece of it. We had the 10 strikeout game against Tampa Bay on April 16th. He did that 4 1/3 innings.
I mean, you see a lot of that nowadays, don't you? Guys would strike out an inning. It's not a big deal anymore, especially guys in the bullpen.
Trying to put away Gallo into the dirt. He has faced Pomeranz 3 times, and Drew Pomeranz has struck him out every time. Just 1 behind Chris Davis of Baltimore. For Gallo, and the 2-2. Tired of waiting in line to enter Fenway? With the MLB.com ballpark app, you can use the electronic ticket feature to enter through the mobile ticket fast lane. Stop waiting and download the mobile app today. 2-2. Foul tipped in the mid, held by Vasquez. Another strikeout, and that's 4 in a row going back to last inning.
That is a beautiful thing. Like I said, the cutter, he hadn't thrown it very often. He threw it once, and then he threw it right here. Can't throw it any better than that. Cannot. That is perfect.
Strikeout number 6.
Boy, he's feeling it.
Sends up Cosma, hitting right at 200 with a home run. Red Sox in front 2-0 in the third. Cosma hit a home run on Sunday at Detroit, ending a run of 545 homerless at bats since the last time he had hit one in April of 2013.
And then they get rid of him, right?
Right.
He's with the Yankees, and it's a home run finally, and then they release him. Go figure.
On the Yankees opening day roster. Designated for assignment by the Yankees right at the end of April. Here's the 1-1. And a ground ball foul. Looks like somebody pranked Erod. Look at the top of that cap. Looks like a halo.
Yeah, like those old Angels hats.
He's 3-1 with a 3.10 ERA. He's taking on Seattle tomorrow as his fine season continues.
His confidence is sky high right now.
Who's going to tell him?
Oh, nicely done.
In there to get him looking for strike 3.
Pomeranz doesn't know there's, well.
So
Vasquez ran off.
He did.
And I'm thinking Pomeranz doesn't know there's 3 outs.
There's number 7 for him. Well, he is dealing.
And this is a cutter again. His little backdoor cutter. This is a beautiful thing. Look at this. Yes. And there goes Vasquez.
on out number 2.
Yes.
7 Ks and 5 in a row for Pomeranz. And here's DeShields, who started the ball game with a strikeout.
I mean, he is dealing tonight.
Tell you what, if you didn't know which lefty it was, you'd say, well, that's Chris Sale, right?
Absolutely.
He 1-0, popped him up. So that'll end the string of Ks. Pedroia with the wind taking it into foul ground and goes down on a knee to make the play. Pomeranz continues to mow them down. And the Red Sox have a 2-0 lead in the middle of the third.
Tired. That's tired. You like that? I think that it's funny, but it's borderline. Whoa.
Time to see who's been driving the ball, presented by Toyo Tires. Dustin Pedroia with a 6-game hitting streak, 385 over the life of the streak. 0 for 1 tonight with a fly to right. Red Sox in front 2-0 in the third. And Drew Pomeranz has been putting on a show. Pedroia, Bogaerts, Benintendi here in the third against Martinez. He is locked in.
You better stay right in that zone right there.
And the 2-0. He takes ball 3. Red Sox have been drawing a lot of walks, 19 walks in the last 3 games, and have only struck out
19 times.
Yeah.
That's hard to do.
And there's another one. So Pedroia takes ball 4 to start the third inning. Let's get down to Garrett Austin.
Hi, OB. Well, today the Red Sox and John Farrell announced a new ticket program, Farrell's Fighters, and it will once a month allow a lymphoma patient and their families the opportunity to come to a game, tour the ballpark, and watch BP. Now, Farrell battled lymphoma in 2015, and this is something that is very close to his heart. He said he wanted to help provide these patients who are going through so much treatment an opportunity to get away from it all and just come here and enjoy the day with their families. And guys, Farrell said he thinks this ticket program could be very special and really impact these patients' lives.
Well, I know it is very close to his heart, that program, Garrett. Thank you very much. John battling his way back. I remember the couple of day period where that was discovered and diagnosed, and John was right back to work.
I remember we were in Miami. I was with there doing the games then, and
Yep.
he was there, and he already knew, didn't tell anybody. Remember that?
He kept it very quiet. Cross for a called strike. Feeling great these days? Not feeling great about the weather tonight. The Sox trying to win their 4th consecutive game. Leadoff man Pedroia aboard, and the 0-1 to Xander Bogaerts, who's 1 for 1.
I'll tell you what, Farrell's pushed a lot of the right buttons lately. Last night, the 2 pinch hits, and all the right buttons he pushed in St. Louis in that 13-inning game.
8 different relief pitchers. The 0-2 pitch down into the dirt. Xander now the 4-game hit streak. On Tuesday, tied a career high by scoring 4 runs. Started the night number 4 in the American League, hitting .331. Benintendi on deck. And a 1-2. Off the end of the bat foul. Time for our unlimited baseball break, brought to you by T-Mobile. Taking a look at the hit leaders in the American League. As mentioned, Xander Bogaerts in the top 5. 54 hits.
Guys that jump off the page to me are Dickerson, Pilar, and Garcia. How about Garcia? Kind of year he's having with the White Sox.
Still looking for that first big fly of 2017. Tough to get it tonight with that wind blowing in the way it is.
He tried to get him out inside last time. He ripped that ball down the left field line. See if he goes back in here.
There's a drive. Sock to left. That's going to be out of here. Man, did he hit a bullet for number 1. A 2-run shot. A rising line drive. He leaned into that one.
He finally got the monkey off his back. I mean, he did a little dance there before he got to first base. It's almost like he wanted everybody in the dugout to know I'm off the hook. And nobody's doing anything. I knew it.
He got the treatment.
He did. But he snapped that ball out of here, didn't he? Wow. Goes to show you the kind of wrist he has. He just flicked it out of here.
I love how they totally ignored him initially.
And that's how long it's been. It's like it hasn't changed his approach to the plate, hitting .330.
A bullet, and for every Red Sox home run, Speedway donates $500 to Boston Children's Hospital. Stop by your local Speedway, quench your thirst with a refreshing fountain soda or Speedy Freeze, bunted foul by Benintendi. Any size for just 69 cents.
I'll tell you what, that's pretty to watch. It really is. Why are you going inside? It wasn't even in, but he just flicks this ball. That's his pitch. Him and Mookie. Line drive gone. Benintendi tried to bunt right after that. As a pitcher, the guy bunts after the guy goes bridge. I hate that. If that was Nolan Ryan, he'd get one in the ribs.
He had a base hit to drive in a run and stole a base in the first inning. 2-2.
Yeah, they had that thing going on every time they hit a home run, right? Then he knew right away.
Go in the tunnel. Yeah.
There's no tunnel, brother.
If you're going to hit one tonight, it's got to be like that. Because you're not going to hit it out if it's one of those high, majestic things. But this was a shot.
It.
His first of the year. Red Sox on top, 4-0. And the 3-2 to Benintendi. There's a high fly ball into left field, driving back Rua. Wynn's going to knock it back, and he'll make the play.
Man.
MLB.TV Premium is back and better than ever. Watch every out-of-market regular season game live on over 400 supported devices. Plus, get a free subscription to At-Bat Premium, the #1 app for live baseball. Blackout and other restrictions apply. Visit MLB.TV for details. One gone for Hanley Ramirez, who walked in the first inning. So the Red Sox handing Drew Pomeranz a nice cushion at the top of the night, and he has been dynamite with 7 strikeouts.
Best I've ever seen him.
Hot shot, but foul. Moreland on deck. Red Sox getting to Nick Martinez early. Fly foul off to the right by Hanley.
He's got to be almost perfect to get you out. That's why I said before, he's got to throw the fastball in to get you off the plate so he can throw the breaking stuff away. But he hasn't got enough hair to really challenge you at any time. That's why he tries to throw a little cutter, get you off it a little bit. Changeup, I guess, and the dirty wants it.
And left it down and in. 2-2. Baltimore Orioles are idle tonight. Yankees have already been rained out.
There's that little cutter. Got him.
And he did. Strike 3, and he knew it. So Hanley will take a seat, and they're 2 away. Tampa Bay beat the Angels earlier today 4-0. And they are not fading away. I mean, you know, you look at this division and you knew it was going to be tough. You really didn't consider Tampa Bay, and Toronto got off to that terrible start, but the Blue Jays are only 5 games under 500.
Man, Tampa Bay, they could hit some long ball. They're right up there leading the league in home runs, and they've got a nice starting rotation. They strike out galore, though.
They sure do. Here's Moreland. Mitch with an RBI base hit first inning and a 7-game hitting streak.
Tampa Bay is like Baltimore almost, the way they swing the bats.
Orioles have kind of hit the skids, come back to life.
Well, they don't pitch. You know, they haven't got enough pitching.
Yeah.
But then again, I said that last year, and they ended up making it somehow.
Jackie Bradley on deck. Sox in front 4-0. Xander Bogaerts with a blast.
Oh.
Up the middle, base hit. That was off the end of the bat and a changeup. But Moreland is really hot. He's 2 for 2 tonight.
He's staying right on it. He didn't square that ball up because it was a changeup, but it was up. And he hit it solid, hit it in the right position, right back up the middle. But that changeup's got to be down more. End of the bat. Looks like a rocket when he first hit it, but got past the pitcher's glove, and there's nobody up the middle.
So going back to last night, he's 4 for his last 4.
He's hot.
Jackie Bradley 0 for 1. Generous call for a strike. The Red Sox starting to get some guys in hitting streaks now.
What if this guy gets hot?
Jackie had the 29-gamer last year, so you know he's capable. Last 7 games, hitting a respectable .267. Moreland on at first base with 2 down in the 0-2. His last start, Martinez went just 5 innings against Detroit. He got the win 5-3, but he was not on the hill very long. He allowed 4 hits and 1 run. 1-2, and that one ripped and over the outstretched glove of Cosma. Solid single for Jackie Bradley, and that puts runners at first and second. So the Sox getting their hits tonight against Martinez.
Threw McCutter last pitch. This one he left it on the inner half and he just turned on it. Got it over the head of Cosma. They've hit some balls hard tonight.
Doug Brocail, the pitching coach, heading out to the mound. They have no activity in their bullpen yet. If you were with us at the very start of the show tonight, the game was set to begin right on schedule at 7:10, but just seconds away from the first pitch, the manager of the Texas Rangers came out, Jeff Bannister, and so did John Farrell, to talk with the umpires, as it came down pretty hard at that time. At that point, the Red Sox had control about the game starting. Drew Pomeranz was just about to throw his first pitch in about 30 seconds.
Well, it didn't end up affecting him, as it turns out.
Not at all.
At all.
Wound up a 28-minute rain delay before the game could start. They never did tarp the entire infield. When it got underway, the Red Sox began to score, getting 2 in the first inning. They have 2 in this inning, and they're pressing the matter again against Martinez, with Vasquez the batter.
He thought that ball was low. So did I.
Moreland at second, Bradley at first. Christian Vasquez with a solid single last inning, and the 0-1. That's a strike. This would not appear to be a long outing for Nick Martinez, regardless of the score, because he's already at 72 pitches.
Whoa.
With 2 down in the third. Two strikes on the Sox catcher. He swung and missed, but it gets away from Lucroy. He'll scoop and fire on to first base, and in time to get him for the strikeout to retire the side. Red Sox get 2, however. Xander Bogaerts, for the first time this season, a smash up into the monster seats. His first home run. He can celebrate all by himself. 4-0. Presented by Capital One Banking Reimagined.
You want to see a curveball. This one, curveballs were curveballs. 2 strikeouts. 3 strikeouts. 4 strikeouts. That's Napoli. Fastball, 5th strikeout. Cutter, 6th, 7th strikeout. Boom, cutter, backdoor. Classic.
7 Ks, and he got Andrus, who leads off here. on strikes in the first inning. He's been doing a lot of that. Strike one.
He will throw a hook for your culo. Is what he does.
Sox up 4-0 here in the fourth. And a high fly ball. He drills that one toward the wall.
Oh.
It comes right back. They're going to call it a home run.
That's a home run.
They will call that a home run. And that looked like it was on top of the ledge and a fan touched it, but looked like it was over the red line. I know John Farrell is looking at this. That ball's gone.
That's over the ledge.
That'll be number 6 for Andrus. There'll be no challenge on that.
We get carried away with all these curveballs, and a fastball goes out of the ballpark.
So that'll make it 4-1 Red Sox, and Mazzara next. Andrus with his 6th. He's a guy who's been in trouble against Pomeranz. He's now 5 for 11 against him. So Texas on the board. And if you're going to hit a home run tonight, that's how you're going to do it. Pedroia to his right. He scoops and fires. One man away in the fourth.
That's nicely done right there. One pitch.
Luke Croy next. Now you can live stream any NESN Red Sox game on your favorite device. You can take the Sox with you wherever you go, wherever you are, down to the Cape or your Memorial Day cookout. Visit NESN.com or download the NESN Go app to try it out today. NESNGO.com. Pedroia with the soft line drive. He hauls that in, and there are 2 now.
That is so nice. 2 pitches, 2 outs.
Right after the home run by Andrus.
You could take it. You know, solo's fine.
Here's Odor. He struck out in the second.
See Bogaerts trying to take the bunt away from him. This little guy can hit the ball a long way. 33 home runs last year. That bat looks like it's bigger than he is.
Now, by this point in Pomeranz's last outing in Oakland, his pitch count was into the 90s. Okay, he's at 47 right now.
That is perfect.
48. And the 2-0 pitch to Odor. Got a piece.
Boy, he lets it go, Odor, too. He really does. Not only is that bat big, it's heavy. Forget who was telling me how many ounces it is, but for a little guy like that, once he gets that thing going, it's hard to stop.
2-1. Got him to chase. Mike Napoli would hit next.
Well, that is Deadpool right there, where they play this defense.
Line drive and a base hit. That one into the gap. Jackie Bradley cuts it off, and Odor is on with a base hit. Coming with 2 down.
You got to be sitting on that breaking ball. You're crazy not to sit on a breaking ball. He waited nicely and hit a rope to center field.
Mike Napoli called out on strikes in the second, so he's 0 for 1.
See if Carl Willis has something that he picked up. Maybe just wanted to give him a breather here. You got to keep concentrating because you're 1 pitch away with Napoli, and it could be 4-3. You see this hook to Odor. He's sitting back waiting for this thing. 2 strikes. Not that bad a breaking ball. Got to be looking for it.
He's on with 2 down, Napoli in. Mike with 11 home runs. Still dangerous with the long ball.
Better get this thing in. He didn't. He's trying to go in.
Fans with Benjamin Moore, you can paint like no other. Go to BenjaminMoore.com to find your nearest retailer.
Napoli doesn't want a base hit either. Fastball in again. See if he can get it in this time. Oh.
High fly ball way down the line, but he pushed it foul.
Oh.
A noisy strike.
Tell you what, man, you got to be careful in there. He didn't get it in, and he's just too quick. I mean, that ball should be gone. He's just too quick. That's a launch job right there. Now throw a hook. Buckle him, man.
Napoli with 8 home runs in the month of May.
Man, you got to forget about that one. Just feel lucky. That's all. Not going back in there anytime soon. A little high cheese here.
0-2.
Change his eye level and then throw him a hook. Is that the deal?
Oh, he's had such a good curveball
Yeah,
tonight.
that's the deal, man.
Struck out 2 in the first, 3 in the second, 2 more in the third.
Don't throw a looper, man. Bite this thing. Throw a hard one. Very good. Good curveball.
Didn't offer.
I like that one. It's that tight curveball.
How do you double up on it?
Well, it's not going to be a fastball in. I guarantee you that.
Yeah, that's over for this at bat.
Yeah, that's over. They're not doing that anymore.
Elvis Andrus with a home run in this inning.
Give him the number 2. He's not going to throw a cutter. He's going to give him a 2. Yes. 1. Ooh, goodness, inside.
He got him. He struck him out with a fastball elevated. And that is number 8 for Drew Pomeranz tonight.
Good for him. Tomorrow evening at 5 on NESN. A recap of Game 5 of the Eastern Conference Finals between the Celtics and the Cavs. NESN Live is presented by Cross Insurance.
Elvis Andrus getting Texas on the scoreboard with a home run. Sox on top 4-1, bottom of the 4th inning. Here's Marrero to lead it off against Martinez. It'll be followed by Betts and then Pedroia. Sox getting 2 in the first, 2 more in the 3rd, including the first home run of the season by Xander Bogaerts. Marrero 0 for 1, struck out his first trip. Does have a little 3-game hitting streak going.
Boy, he put a stop to that nonsense of playing bad third base. All those errors, he put a stop to that. He really did.
And John Farrell was really praising him today in a pregame address.
Yeah,
how much that has meant.
Yeah, he went out of his way to say that.
He did. Let's face it, Red Sox were making a ton of errors at third base. Very sloppy over there this season. Making more errors at third than anybody in the big leagues. Now by a wide margin. And Marrero has settled that position defensively.
You know it's not going to last, because you know that Sandoval is going to come back. You just hope he can be an average third baseman.
Line drive to right, a foul ball.
Sandoval's got to play 2 9-inning games in a row. He played 1, then they got rained out today, right?
Yes.
I don't know if that means that he plays 2 in a row and he comes right away.
I think it could.
Yeah, I think so too.
It'll be Dave Dombrowski's call, but they like the way he swung the bat.
Got a couple hits the other day, didn't he?
Yep.
A couple doubles.
1-2. If you missed the announcement, David Price is going to pitch on Monday against the Chicago White Sox. Afternoon game here on NESN. The 2-2. Fouled on the ground, back out of play.
Boy, you get David Price back. That changes the outlook of the starting rotation. There's so much concern for the 4th and 5th starter. You get him back. Pomeranz looks great tonight. Don't want to jinx that, but he looks good tonight. All eyes on him on Monday.
It's 2 rehab starts, threw a lot of pitches. His own admission. Wave and a miss, and down goes Marrero. So he strikes out for the 2nd time, 1 away here in the 4th. But he said he felt great. NESN is looking for youth baseball and softball teams to be a part of our live studio audience for NESN Clubhouse. Enter your son or daughter's team by visiting NESNClubhouse.com and clicking the studio audience button for your chance to win a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Mookie Betts 0 for 2. He's hit into a double play and grounded to second.
Boy, he stung that ball last time up. Turns into a double play. Second baseman's covering and just hit it at the wrong time.
It's about the only way you're going to double him up. He has to hit it that hard. He's reached base in every game he's ever played against Texas. Only 15 games, but he's hitting .364 against them lifetime.
Yeah, he's got numbers against everybody.
4-1 Red Sox in 4th inning. 1 out, the base is empty. He goes up the middle. Cosmo with the stop. 2 up, 2 down. Martinez pitching line is brought to you by your Eastern Lexus dealers. So at 84 pitches. Early in the game, he walked a couple of men. He allowed the 2-run homer to Bogaerts.
He's trying to hang on by the skin of his teeth.
He'll get Dustin Pedroia now for the 3rd time. He's flied to right, walked and scored a run. Now hitting .290. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Don't see him coming inside anytime soon either. He should stay outside.
Pedroia with a 6-game hitting streak. And the strike right on the edge.
I haven't seen too many hooks. That's a little curveball.
Last 24 games, Dustin's hitting .326. And Martinez firing a 1-2. Lunging at that one, picked up by the pitcher. The underhand toss will get him, and the Red Sox, for the first time tonight, go 1-2-3.
Innings live right after the game. TC and Steve will break down tonight's game, and you'll hear from Drew Pomeranz and John Farrell. Whatever, whenever, wherever, who but WB Mason.
Really enjoying your promo work. It was an A+.
Big league.
Been said of you before.
Yeah.
Top half of the 5th, Sox up 4-1. Pomeranz has been a big story tonight with 8 strikeouts. He has, in fact, now achieved 500 career strikeouts after he fanned Mike Napoli to close the 4th inning. You got this man Rua with a strikeout first time up, and a miss up high for a ball there. 2-0.
He's never going to look like he's got a pep in his step, though. You know, Pomeranz, but the way he doesn't even go back. He doesn't move much in his delivery. He just nudges a little bit back, and he's right in it.
As Alex Spear tells us tonight, a lot of swings and misses.
That's a good sign. Just can't get carried away with that fastball. Careful.
This is a lineup that can go yard on you. Rua has hit 3 home runs. Here comes the 2-1. Check swing low. A little outside.
Shook off a fastball to throw that curveball right there. Vasquez wanted to throw a fastball.
Gallo on deck. He hasn't walked anyone tonight.
Challenge here.
High pop up into the mist, backing out Marrero and Bogaerts, and Marrero in foul ground has to adjust, and he makes the play. Had to creep closer to those stands as the wind pushed it, but he hauls it in for the out.
That was not an easy play. Especially watch him look down. Like he looks down. It's like, how are you going to pick it up again? Look, how do you do that? I wouldn't take my eye off that thing. There is no way. He just doesn't want to smash it to the rail. Yeah, nicely done. That was a gutsy 3-1 pitch too now.
Yeah.
You got 3 runs to play with. You can do that.
Here's Gallo. He was strikeout victim number 6 first time up. He was thinking about driving that one to the Ted Williams seat. Sox have out hit Texas 7-3. He checked his swing and it counts 1-1.
When Beltre gets back, they're going to have to find a place for him to play, I think.
In Gallo's case, yeah.
Gallo's, yeah. I think they're trying to put him in the outfield.
That's 14 home runs, so they'll find a spot for him. He will strike out a lot, though. 1-2 the count. Aaron Judge, a gigantic Yankee with 15. Mike Trout, the MVP, with 15.
Upstairs again.
Floated foul out of play.
As you can tell, they like to throw that ball up, fastball up.
Not a night for the meek in the stands. As you see the overshift on Gallo with 1 down.
Oh, he's going to throw a cutter.
Spoiled and back out of play again.
It wasn't very good. It was.
They're calling all kids. Kids can attend a game for free at Fenway when they sign up for Kid Nation. Free kids tickets available for the first 25,000 tickets redeemed. You can visit redsox.com/kidnation to sign up today. I love this little guy. He was cheering on Marrero over there as soon as he made that play. And right to the cotton candy. 2-2. Marrero's cheering section. It's like, yeah.
He didn't want any part of that.
What he wants is the cotton candy.
Yeah.
Ground ball and a foul ball. Backhanded by Moreland in foul territory.
Not by much, man. That looked fair to me. What do I know? He has not thrown him a hook yet.
Yeah, will he get one here? It has been his money pitch. It has led him to 8 strikeouts.
He threw a couple of cutters that weren't very good.
But you like seeing it.
I don't know. It's like he's asking him, what do you want to do? I mean, I wouldn't throw that cutter. It's like an ugly fastball. I don't know. I tell you what, he'll swing at that ball up, and you got a strike to play with. Just throw it up out of the zone. Chest high.
I was looking for his 9th K.
Yeah, fastball away. Get it up. Oh.
Line to right. Betts there, and a sinking liner. He hauls it in. That kind of froze Mookie for a moment. Wasn't sure exactly what to do, but he hauls it in for the 2nd out.
He'll take it. It's a line drive, but you got to get that ball up. He's seen enough of them, those fastballs right there. Just wasn't high enough. Got away with it. That guy is strong, man. He airs it out. He doesn't know if that ball is going to sink or not.
So 2 down for Kozma, who struck out his last time up. First time he faced Drew Pomeranz tonight.
What do you know? A changeup.
82 floating in there.
He's dealing. He's starting to deal now. It was just 2 pitches for the first 3 innings, and now he's changing up a little here. Here we go. Here comes that hook again.
Missed down low. 1 ball, 1 strike.
What is Vasquez waving his glove around for? It's one thing. Yeah. It's one thing when he pounds the ground a little bit, but that was different. make this game official right here.
He drills in a strike. He gets in front of Cosma. That would be the case with one more strike. It would be an official game. The Red Sox leading in the 5th inning.
Fastball in. No, it wasn't.
2-2. Fans now through June look for specially marked packages of KM Fenway Franks for your chance to win great Red Sox prizes like throwing out the ceremonial first pitch at Fenway.
See what he puts down and won't make a mistake. 2 is a hook.
Just missed.
Boy, it's hard to hold that thing right there. He kind of backhanded it. Imagine if he held his glove, you know, like cupped it a little bit, which is hard to do. Just sort of put it on a platter.
3-2.
'Cause that was a good pitch.
He hasn't walked anybody.
Yes.
And he struck him out. 9 strikeouts for Drew Pomeranz, who has been brilliant here tonight. Will be here before you know it. Outfit your entire team with custom batting gloves like Xander Bogaerts wears at franklinsports.com/custom. You can enter the code NESSN20 and receive 20% off for your entire team. Franklin Sports, proud to be the official batting glove of Major League Baseball. Xander's off to the races tonight with a single, a stolen base, a home run. He has scored twice. He's driven in 2. First home run of the year in the 3rd. And now hitting a cool .340.
And got that number 1, man. That's huge. No more 0.
Pops this one up. In a foul ground, Napoli and Lucroy. And Lucroy will take it.
Careful inside here to Bogey. This is what we see him hit over 20 like this. This ball snapped out of here on a line. No love.
Teammates very playful with him there before finally reacting after going to this point in the season without a home run. But he's into the home run column. Here's Benintendi. He has an RBI single tonight, a stolen base, and he has gone 1 for 2. Sox in front 4-1 in the 5th. They're going to get Alvarez active in their bullpen, a left-hander. We talked about Martinez with a high pitch count. He deals a strike on the curveball. So tonight at 92 pitches. Starting to look like his last inning. And a 1-1. Lifted in the air to left field, driving Rua back on the track, but he'll make the play out in front of him.
A little basket catch.
Again, it's a case, I think, of that wind on occasion.
He did
knocking
it twice,
the ball down.
right? Same time. Last time he was up, hit the same fly ball. He goes back on it and then turns his glove upside down. Unbelievable, like Willie Mays out there.
So 2 away for Hanley, who has walked and struck out. Miserable night here at Fenway. No two ways about it. Game starting 28 minutes late. High fly ball, really high up into the mist, down the left field line, but not all that deep. Rua coming over to the stands, but that's pushed into those seats. That started out as a fair ball.
I mean, if you didn't know any better, it looked like a home run swing.
0-1 on Ramirez. Red Sox trying to sweep the Texas Rangers, who came in one of the hottest teams in baseball. And a win tonight for the Red Sox would be 4 straight. It also moved them to within a half game of second place Baltimore. Orioles are idle tonight. Yankees got rained out in a game against Kansas City. Fly ball into center, hit off the end of the bat, charging on to Shields, and he'll get there. That's a fast inning for the second consecutive inning. The Red Sox go in order.
Presented by Plainbridge Park Casino. TC and Steve will break down the key moment in tonight's game and preview the Sox next series against the Mariners.
The Red Sox are making a change at second base. This was in between innings now. Dustin Pedroia, a long conversation with John Farrell, and Petey is now out of the ball game. And Josh Rutledge will take over at second base. And we will effort to find out exactly what's up with Pedroia. But Dustin coming out of the ball game, and you know that takes some doing.
Yeah, that's concerning when he does it.
He just doesn't leave a game.
Like it looked like that right leg. I don't know why he's like limping a little bit. Right, the right one.
You know, he hit a comebacker in the 4th inning. There was a little bit of a grimace on his face as DeShields takes one up high for a ball, and hard to tell if that was because he had grounded out or did he tweak something. We don't know.
Which
at this
one
point.
was his bad leg to begin with when he got taken out? It might have been the left one. I'm not
2-0.
sure.
I want to say it was the left one. 3 balls, no strikes. So Rutledge now in the game. Sox on top 4-1 as we go to the 6th inning. Pomeranz has been terrific tonight with 9 strikeouts. He has not walked a man. He's allowed 1 run, a home run to Andrus in the 4th inning. That's been it. Marrero in at 3rd against a bunt. The 3-1. A rocket down the line, but foul.
Oh, goodness.
3-2.
Can't get cute there. 3-1. You got to go after him. Got to get lucky sometimes.
Delano's dad was a longtime big leaguer. His mom an Olympic athlete. 3-2. Floated foul back out of play.
Boy, his dad could run. I played with him 1 year in St. Louis, '97.
Yeah, he started out with the Montreal Expos organization. The 3-2 pitch to DeShields. It was a fun city to visit when the Expos were in business, and there's been some talk about maybe bringing a franchise back to Montreal.
Well, they're doing everything they can to get it. Once you lose them, it's hard to get them back.
That's true. He played in the cavernous Olympic Stadium there.
That was brutal.
Oh.
That was brutal.
3-2. Fouled away.
I pitched an all-star game there. 1982. Started an all-star game against Steve Rogers. I lost. That's all I remember.
You wound up in the Hall of Fame. He didn't.
Yeah, right. Concepcion hit a 3-run Johnson on me.
3-2. And he walked him, and there's number 1 tonight for Pomeranz, whose command has been outstanding. Time for a game break brought to you by Jordan's, the furniture store of the Boston Red Sox. Here's TC. All right, Tom, thank you very much. I bet that would surprise a lot of people that after 50 games they're right at 500.
Right. They're a 500 team.
Red Sox and the Rangers tonight. Sox going for the sweep. Here's Andrus. He has struck out and homered.
Now, if you said the Red Sox are a 500 team, that you'd be like, those are fighting words.
Sox 3 over. DeShields certainly a threat to go. Andrus with a blast in the 4th inning.
This sort of came out of nowhere, didn't it? All of a sudden, fastball in, not a lot on it, and Bridge barely went out too. That's not a very good home run trot, huh? When you have to stop.
Have to stop and get the signal from the umpire that you may continue. Pomeranz far more economical in this one than he has been in recent starts. And he has a 4-1 lead pitching into the 6th. Looking for a double play ball here. Downstairs for a ball.
It's not making him tempting. That curveball is just not tempting enough. 3rd time around, they've got such a better idea.
David Price looking on, getting ready for his start at the big league level on Monday against Chicago. That's on the corner. Drew Pomeranz pitching line is brought to you by Ace Ticket. 9 Ks, just 1 walk, only 3 hits.
Andrus didn't like that. He thought that ball was outside.
Chad Fairchild with the plate tonight. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Right through that one. Down he goes for strike 3 and number 10 for Pomeranz.
Nicely done right there. Followed up that curveball with a fastball in, but not just in, up. He's got to make sure it's up. You can go in there if it's up.
So 10 strikeouts for the left-hander. His career high is 11. He has tied his season high of 10 against Tampa Bay back on April 16th. Now we'll go after Marrero, who has singled and grounded out to second. 1 for 2. And DeShields back in.
I'll tell you what, Pomeranz has commanded that baseball. He really has. Big time. Great curveball all night.
Hembree just starting to get active in the Sox pen. And got him picked. Marlins throw down to second to tag. He's safe. He got in there.
Oh yeah, you got to hurry up. You got to hurry up. There's no time. When he stepped off to throw over, he was gone. Headlong dive, high throw. He's safe easy. He can scoot now. You know, it takes a while for Pomeranz when he throws over and steps over there, and he's already gone. First move, he was flying, man. You got to get it and throw it quick.
So stolen base number 8 for DeShields. Although it looked like he was about to be put out on the bases. He's down to second with 1 away. Marrero has gone 1 for 2 with a single. Sox ahead 4-1 in the 6th. On another cold, wet night. A couple of games have been washed out in the majors tonight. The Yankees and the Cincinnati Cleveland game. Paw Sox were also washed away. Red Sox began this game 28 minutes late. The 1-0. Wave and a miss. Right back to that knuckle curve. 1-1. You can get expert emergency care without leaving Fenway at the Beth Israel Deaconess Medical Center, the first aid station. That's behind section 12 in the lower concourse. Beth Israel Deaconess Medical Center is the official hospital of the Red Sox. Visit bidmc.org. And a time granted. Red Sox will invite in the Seattle Mariners for a weekend series tomorrow night, 7:10. Eduardo Rodriguez looking for his 4th win of the season. Seattle getting Cano back. 1-1. Ground ball up the middle. That'll beat the shift into center field. Here comes DeShields. He's going to score with ease. That'll make it a 4-2 Red Sox lead. So the stolen base on a failed pickoff comes back to haunt Pomeranz.
Another rolling curveball. He hit it on the ground. Just nice placement up the middle. See this curveball on the inner half. He gets to it. Said hit me on it all the way. He didn't hit it all that well, but perfectly placed up the middle. And then you know DeShields, he can fly.
Hembree now starting to warm up with a little more intensity out there.
You aren't kidding.
And the batter will be Lucroy, who's gone 0 for 2. 4-2 game. He'll take ball 1. Now Robbie Scott is up and warming as well. He has been awfully good. One of the 4 Red Sox relievers with an ERA at 2 or lower. Fly ball well hit. Racing back, Jackie Bradley. Wind is going to help this. He makes the play, firing back into first base, and sliding in safely is Mazzara. Pretty good chuck there by Jackie Bradley.
Showed off his gun right there. I'll tell you what, when this ball was hit, I wasn't quite sure how well he hit it, but the wind had to hold it. But you see, he gets to the ball and he gets his momentum coming, and he throws a dart in there, 1 hop. Zara gets back, but that's the Jackie we know with the gun that he has. Do you think he hit that ball that good?
I think the wind knocked it down.
Okay.
Here's Odor. He's 1 for 2 with a single. You wonder if this will be the last inning for Drew Pomeranz.
Yeah, there's no doubt.
He has 10 strikeouts. He's allowed only 4 hits. Foul tip by Odor right back into the mid of Vasquez.
Oh, good cutter. He's brought his cutter out a few times to left-handed hitters. Doesn't throw that cutter to a right-hander. If he does, he throws it back door.
The 94 pitches at this point. His season high is 103.
Do another cutter.
That's a strike.
Thought it was high.
So if he can strike him out here, would be for the 2nd time tonight, but it would tie Drew Pomeranz's career high of 11.
And he could take it to the house too. That'll be enough. Because he will not face Napoli if he can't get him out. He doesn't want the cutter.
Red Sox with the overshift on. Rutledge now the new second baseman in shallow right. Napoli on deck.
3's the cutter, 2's the curveball, and 1 is a fastball. And here's a fastball.
0-2, and he missed with it.
Vasquez had to pound the ground a little bit, which was useless.
Sox in front 4-2. We are in the 6th inning.
That's meaningless right there.
The 1-2 to Odor, and he got him. He struck him out, and that's 11 Ks for Drew Pomeranz. And that ties his career high. Red Sox ahead 4-2 in the 6th.
Great game.
Summer, well, shop the largest collection of quality outdoor furniture at Jordan's Furniture and get up to 72 months no interest with equal payments and no minimum on anything you buy in the store. Red Sox head 4-2 as they come to bat here in the last half of the 6th inning. Drew Pomeranz getting some congratulations from John Farrell. Looks like he is done for the night. Outstanding performance by Drew as he goes 6 strong innings with 11 strikeouts.
Boy, we were worried about him. There's a little worry going on about him the last 3 outings, and he's going to quiet that down with 11 punch-outs.
So assuming he is all done, departing with a 4-2 lead. And Mitch Moreland leading things off here. Alvarez coming out of the bullpen for Texas. That run right by everyone, and Moreland's been a hot hitter. 2 for 2 tonight and 4 for his last 4. So Martinez goes the first 5 innings. He lost 4 runs, 7 hits to the Rangers. Red Sox trying to sweep here.
You see that 3-quarter delivery. He came in the other night and got a couple of outs, left a got runner on. I think he ended up scoring, but it's got to be tough on left-handers. A little wild, too many walks for the 10 innings he's pitched.
The 1-1 from the lefty.
Well,
almost hit him.
Well, that's 2 misfires out of 3 pitches.
Apparently the Celtics guilty of that as well. A couple of minutes left in the 2nd quarter tonight at the Garden. They're down 71-51.
It's not good.
Just want to keep our viewers informed.
71? That's a lot of points.
They're down by 20. Jackie Bradley on deck, and then Christian Vasquez. 4 runs, 7 hits for the Sox. 2 runs on 4 hits for Texas. And the 3-1 from the southpaw. He takes a strike.
And then he paints him.
Jemai Webster will have a report coming up. Tony Barnett warming up, and that one's going to drill him.
Jeez.
Alvarez is all over the place. He almost got him a couple of times and finally does drill him.
He almost hit him with a breaking ball before in this count. 3-2 pitch hits him in the shoulder. Breaking ball ain't breaking.
So Moreland on for the 3rd time tonight against his old teammates. Sends up JBJ, who is singled and hit into a forced play. Red Sox and the Rangers fighting through the weather tonight. And Alvarez is all over the place.
This is not a comfortable bat at all.
Attention, Red Sox Nation, is a reason why the Sox and the rest of America run on Dunkin'. Dunkin's iced coffee is consistently smooth and delicious. Dunkin' Donuts coffee, the #1 coffee in New England. The Boston Red Sox run on Dunkin'.
It's like to be a pitching coach, have to come out there and say, hey man, change your sights there a little bit, brother.
Jeff Bannister's team came in having won 11 out of 12.
They fell out of their tree. I don't think they really knew how they did it. I think they did it because they played Philly and San Diego and Oakland, and that's how it sort of happened. But at least they're in this thing.
A game over 500. They're 7 behind those Astros.
Those Astros aren't going away either.
Jackie thought about a bunt, but takes a strike.
Thought about a bunt, and Gallo's right down his throat over there.
They're racing in from 3rd. Leadoff man on.
Jackie's not a guy you'd ever want to sacrifice bunt with. I guarantee you that.
He is a guy who will bunt for a hit now and again.
But if you told him to sack bunt, remember a couple of years ago, he just.
It didn't go well.
Yeah, they were saying, listen, some guys just can't do it.
He can drop one down for a hit on occasion. Vasquez on deck. That wind really howling in from center. Off the glove of Lucroy, but no advance from Moreland. Has to go back to first base.
You know, coming into this series, I thought that, you know, thinking that Texas has always had a good bullpen, but their bullpen is really, really shaky. I know you don't want to put it all on what happened last night with Dyson, but you go farther than that. They don't have anybody other than Bush that's having a decent year out there.
You see what Dyson said after the game though last night? Got a little chippy.
Did he?
With some of the reporters. His clubhouse, 3-1. I mean, he had a disastrous outing as Bradley takes ball 4. And we talked about the run that he is on. He had a terrific run last year, but not this year. As here comes Bannister.
He was yelling at Cabrera the other night in Detroit.
Yeah, he said something along the lines of, any more really smart questions from you guys? Kind of gave it to them in the clubhouse. So Barnett coming on because Alvarez can't throw one anywhere near home plate. And their bullpen issues continue. Red Sox on top 4-2, and we'll have more in a moment. A first and second, nobody out situation. Red Sox pressing for some more runs here. He has an ERA of 5.60. And the batter will be Christian Vasquez, who was singled and struck out. Moreland hit by a pitch. Jackie Bradley just taking ball 4 as Alvarez was nowhere near the plate. And now Vasquez hitting at 333. Barnett whirls but does not throw to second base. So he is their third pitcher to work in this one. Celtics are at halftime, and it has not gone well against the Cavs. And Jemai will be by in just a moment with an update from the Garden. And pounded in there for strike 1.
This Barnett's not having a very good year for them. He had a great year for them last year during their playoff run. A lot of sliders, cutters, whatever. League's hitting 324 off him.
Sox have not scored since the 2-run homer by Xander Bogaerts in the third. His first of the year, an absolute rocket. He bunts and it trickles foul. 0-2.
Trying to sneak that sacrifice bunt in, didn't get it ready early enough. Trying to hit that bunt right down the third base line, make the third baseman field it would have been a beautiful thing, but it's hard to do when you don't square a little bit. Last second, he goes into the bunt.
Not a bad idea, as slick as it is.
Yeah, not a bad idea at all.
Very tough to field. 2 strikes on Christian Vasquez. Devin Marrero on deck.
Got a pinch hit.
Ground ball to the shortstop. Andres de Cosma got 1 there on to first, 2. So they turn the double play. Moreland safely to third base. And let's go over to the Garden and Jemai for a Celtics update.
Hey, thanks a lot, Dave. That's right. The Celtics are fighting for their playoff lives inside TD Garden, trailing the Cavs at halftime 75-57. They're also trailing this series 3-1. Now, LeBron James led teams when leading a series 3-1. They're 11-0. The Celtics, on the other hand, they're 2-9 in those series when they trail 3-1. So I'm saying there is a chance, but they're going to need all the help they can get. Either way, you can catch all the highlights and reaction on an all-new NESN Sports today. We're giving you less stories in more time. That's following the conclusion of your game 1 hour prior and immediately after post-game, guys. So hopefully some of that good fortune that Drew Pomeranz is having over there at Fenway can rub off on the Celtics here in the second half.
All right, Jemai, thank you very, very much. And here's Marrero, has struck out twice. I don't know what is worse, the weather or what's going on inside the Garden.
What's going on inside the Garden? Give up 75 points.
75 in 1/2. Red Sox with a runner at third base, 2 down, on top here 4-2 at Fenway on a busy sports night here in the city. And the breaking ball, a swing and a miss.
Nothing but sliders since he's come out. Boy, that double play hurts. Wish he would have got that bunt down.
Man at third, Betts on deck. And Barnett with the 0-2. Fouled away. Another breaking ball.
What new? He throws them just to stay in shape.
Devin all bundled up against the chill. Moreland leading off third base. Here comes the 2-strike pitch. He left it up.
He aired it out right there. Not a bad fastball. This Barnett is 33 years old. He's been around the block, and I mean around the block. He's in Japan forever. Came over last year with Texas. Had a nice year for them.
One-two coming. Another breaking ball, and he bid for it. Down he goes, strike 3. So that's a frustrating inning. Red Sox had first and second, nobody out. They do not score. Is brought to you by KM Premium Franks. It's summer. Let's grill. Citizens Bank. Visit citizensbank.com. Spartan Race. Use promo code NESSON for 20% off at spartan.com. And by the great folks at Sullivan Tire and Complete Auto Service. We move to the 7th. Red Sox have a 4-2 lead in their bid to sweep the Texas Rangers and win their 4th consecutive game. Dennis Eckersley, Dave O'Brien, and Garrett Austin with you. What has been a tough night to play. Sheets of mist all night long. The game began 28 minutes late. The rain delay. 51 degrees, but with that wind, no, it feels a whole lot cooler than that for the guys on the diamond. Mike Napoli will lead things off here in the 7th against Heath Hembree. So the night over for Drew Pomeranz. And he was outstanding over 6 innings, 2 runs, 4 hits, 11 strikeouts to tie a career high.
The curveball master was dealing tonight.
And he really needed a bounce back performance, and he did it. Fouled away. Napoli on the night, 2 strikeouts, 0 for 2.
Hembree, he's been struggling. He pitched so well for so long, and over his last, what, 8 innings, 8 outings, he hasn't really pitched all that well.
And he's allowed 8 earned runs in his last 8 games.
There you
That's
go.
5 1/3 innings. Trying to straighten that out tonight, and misses outside.
Go back to the last punch out there of Napoli. Buckled in there, and then you see him swing at that high fastball after hitting a foul ball home run. Gave you a little scare.
It was up and over the Coca-Cola section down the left field line.
That was frightening. It could have been 4-3 at the time, but he ended up punching him out on a high fastball later on that at bat.
Yep, became the 8th strikeout victim for Pomeranz, who would add 3 more. His command was exceptional.
A little slider here. He didn't know what he wants to throw. Gave him a fastball. He didn't know. Threw him a slider. Nah, stepped off. Slider. Fastball.
And the 2-2.
Boy, how does he reach that thing? Huh? Barely got to it, but he reached it. That ball's outside.
And it's Keone Kela in their bullpen. He would be their 4th pitcher to work in this game.
Yeah, where was Kela last night? That's where the question was when they let Dyson get crushed.
I really thought Bannister allowed him to languish as the Red Sox tattooed him.
That's what you call it, languishing, huh? I don't want to languish.
No, sir.
Please don't let me languish.
I don't think it didn't happen to you.
I know, but when you're throwing salad, I don't want to languish anymore.
No more languishing.
Yes. There he is right there. Got a lot to talk about.
Apparently. 3-2.
Oh.
Down he goes, strike 3 for the 3rd time tonight. Time now to check out the results of our Granite City Electric poll question. Yaz led the Sox with 44 home runs in the impossible dream year. Who finished 2nd with 20 home runs? Tony C. or George Scott? And 65% of you got that one right. Tony Conigliaro in just 389 at bats in 1967.
Look it up.
And of course, later struck in the eye by a pitch. What would have been, most people agree, who saw him at that point in his career, a Hall of Fame career.
Wow. Who got him? Hamilton? Is that the pitcher's name?
That's correct. In there for a strike. Rua has whiffed, and he's also popped up foul to 3rd base.
These Rangers know how to whiff.
And a 1-1 from Hembree. That one ate him up inside. A foul tip off the umpire.
Strikeouts are through the roof. Every day I read the newspaper, you know, the box scores, and I just look, and that's the first thing I look. I don't know why.
Now, what do you think the reasoning is? Where do you fall on that argument? Why it's happening?
Well, I think first of all, the hitters are trying to launch everything, right? That's the biggest part. And then the bullpens are like dynamite, lights out, right? I mean,
More guys throwing 97 than I've ever seen.
That's a part of it, but don't you think the approach is different?
Number one is the hitting approach.
Yes.
Yes.
You know, because of the OPS, everybody wants to slug, right?
And no one's embarrassed about striking out 150 times anymore.
No, they're not.
As long as you hit 25 home runs.
You better, or you're not going to play.
Yeah, those are the two really dramatic changes leading to that. 2-2. But I do give the pitchers quite a bit of credit. I think your first point is absolutely dead on, that the hitter today, the slugger today, and everyone considers themselves a slugger pretty much.
Yeah.
You know, you're trying to hit 20 to 30 home runs. It doesn't matter how many times you strike out.
And the strikeouts are up and the home runs are up. I mean, that's what happens.
2-2. Wave and a miss. Back-to-back Ks in this inning for Hembree, and they're 2 away.
Now that's a real nice slider. The one he threw to Napoli was middle. This one was just biting. Started middle of the plate and then see ya. That's beautiful. You got to practice that pitch. It's a strikeout pitch. He missed it by a foot.
Well, that's it for Hembree. Good work tonight. He comes in and strikes out his 2 batters. Now Robbie Scott coming on to take on Joey Gallo. The Red Sox in the lead here in the 7th, 4-2, and we'll have more in a moment. Southwest, yes, to low fares with nothing to hide. That's transparency. Toyota's website for deals, buyatoyota.com. Digital Federal Credit Union. See what DCU can save you. And by McDonald's. Any McCafe Bakery muffin with any size hot or iced coffee for just $1.99. Red Sox in front 4-2, trying to sweep Texas. 2 down here in the top of the 7th inning. John Farrell's going to bring on Robbie Scott. Comes in with that sparkling ERA of 1.59.
Oh, he's done nothing wrong this year. Although Gallo got him the other night, did he? A solo shot?
He did. Scott allowed the first home run of his career to this guy. A big swing and a miss for strike 1. He has struck out and lined out sharply to right field.
He throws 2 more of those pitches, he's got no chance.
The 0-1.
That's 2. You're not going to throw anything else, huh?
Why would you?
I mean, why would you? There's no way. If he throws a fastball, I'll tell you what. I'll eat your hat.
If I had brought one, the 0-2. And you're absolutely right. 1 ball and 2 strikes. If he does strike him out here, it'll be the 2nd time tonight the Red Sox will strike out the side. Pomeranz did it in the 2nd inning. He got Odor, Napoli, and Rua.
Don't you dare throw there. Okay, that's it.
The 1-2 to Gallo. Down he goes.
See ya.
Red Sox bullpen with 3 consecutive strikeouts in the 7th.
It's 14.
Go Red Sox moment honoring the 07 World Championship season. Game number 46. Red Sox would lose to the Yankees 8-3. Hideki Matsui and Derek Jeter combined to drive in 5 runs for the Yankees. Red Sox have the lead here in the 7th inning. About to come to bat. 4-2 the score. Keone Kela, 23-year-old right-hander out of their bullpen. He is from Southern California, from Los Angeles, appearing in his 16th game. And he will get the top of the order. It'll be Betts and then Rutledge and then Bogaerts. Dustin Pedroia had to leave the ball game several innings ago, so Rutledge taking over for him. And we're efforting to find out why Dustin Pedroia had to depart. First pitch low for a ball on Betts, who's gone 0 for 3.
This kid Kela is a lot like Bush. Bush throws close to 100 miles an hour. This kid brings it too. You see the overhand curve, the first pitch, but he can get it up there.
Betts looking for that first hit. 97 but missing. Fans, be sure to stop by Plainridge Park Casino. Plainridge Park Casino, 45 minutes from Boston.
He's got a little grunt going on out there too.
And a 2-0 to Mookie. Betts trying to keep a streak alive against Texas of reaching in every game he's ever played against them. Right now it's at 15 in a row. And he can do it that way by taking ball 4. So he's on to start the 7th. CVS Health Charity Classic has added a 2-day family-friendly food festival. Crave, Rhode Island, June 15 and 16 at the Dunkin' Donuts Center in Providence. For tickets and information, visit cbshealthcharityclassic.com.
You know, this game is 4-2. It feels more like they're winning by more, doesn't it? Maybe because they should have taken advantage of some chances to score, but it's a close game, and I don't like it. You got to score here.
On the dive back in, Mookie Betts. Now, early in the game, the Red Sox were running when they had those opportunities. They haven't had many over the last 3 innings. But Bogaerts stole a base with a single in the first inning. He then stole second, and he would score. Benintendi did the same thing. Both of those with 2 out.
This guy's grunting, but there's nowhere near the strike zone. Tomorrow at 6, don't miss Red Sox first pitch, presented by Joseph Abboud, available at Men's Warehouse. TC and Steve Lyons will preview the Sox next series against the Mariners.
Rutledge hitting right at 300. He's been swinging a hot bat. Came on as a pinch hitter last night in that 7th inning and promptly singled in a run. He tied the ball game with that pinch hit RBI single.
Got to think about running.
Runner holding, and that's through there for a called strike. 1-1. So we'll see if Betts is taken off. 4-2 Red Sox in the 7th. You know, it's a bit of a muddy track.
Yeah, that's why I was surprised that they stole those bases so easily before.
And Mookie is muddy. Not running. And a ball to make it 2-1.
Fake me out. Those white shoes over there make you think he can fly, huh?
He's wearing the pink ones for Mother's Day.
It looks like basketball shoes.
Umpire's asking for time here. There's a ball loose, a beach ball out there in center field on the track. That's a balloon. sure there's no way that'll wind up on the warning track again. Safe and sound now.
I mean, really.
2-1 on Rutledge. Runner holds again, and that'll miss inside.
He's so wild. Why run? You know.
Well, that's the point. Yeah.
Yeah.
All over the place. That was the case with Alvarez earlier too. Matt Barnes getting ready to throw in that bullpen. Here's the 3-1 and the strike.
Ooh,
just on the corner.
A little gift.
So a full count on Rutledge.
This ball catches the top of the strike zone. When he caught it, it looked ugly. It looked like a ball.
Nobody out. 3-2 bets at first. The runner goes. That's pop foul out of play.
So much for that.
Sox got 2 in the first, 2 more in the third, and a 2-run homer by Xander Bogaerts. They have not scored since then. Now in the bottom of the 7th. There goes Betts again, and again it's fouled back out of play. Ace Ticket is Boston's trusted source for Red Sox tickets, from bleachers to boxes, all backed with a 200% guarantee. Ace offers mobile entry and will send your tickets right to your phone. Visit aceticket.com now or call 1-800-MY-SEATS.
Well, that's 2 times in a row. Obviously, he's going again. The chances of this kid throwing a strike, I don't know. Not good, I take it. But he's protecting. He can't let anything go by.
The last 3 innings, the Red Sox don't have a hit. Although their bullpen has been pretty wild.
That's useless right there. Doesn't even come set and throws over. He should be concerned about throwing a strike.
Three-two. There goes Betts, and he got him. The throw down is not in time. So a stolen base, a strikeout for Rutledge as he took that pitch, the curveball, for a strike, and 1 man gone.
I didn't see the umpire make the strike call. He throws him a 3-2 hook, which is shocking to begin with, and it is a strike. You can't see the right hand till later, after the ball's already been launched, but that is a real late call. But I'm surprised by the curveball on the outside corner. Just catches the edge. He launches the ball, and the umpire hasn't even rung him up yet.
So Mookie Betts with a theft of second. 3rd stolen base for the Red Sox tonight. Xander Bogaerts now, home run, a single, a pop-up. He's 2 for 3. We did get word on why Dustin Pedroia was taken out of the ball game. John Farrell, for precautionary reasons. Pedroia is experiencing some pain in his left knee. So John Farrell took him out of the ball game. He's listed day to day.
And that's the left knee that he hurt at second base in Baltimore.
And the 1-0 drifts in there for a strike. Curveball at 80.
Boy, Kella's going to the curveball. He doesn't grunt when he throws that.
One out, a man at second. And a cut and a miss. Got a breaking ball again. 1-2. Benintendi on deck. And Keller fires, and it's poke foul on a play.
Nothing but breaking balls. 1, 2, 3, 4 breaking balls.
Sox in front 4-2 in the 7th. Trying to add on right here. Base hit could do it. With Betts at second. And Keller with a 1-2. Try to hold up, but that's a swing and a miss, strike 3. He got a steady diet of breaking balls, and he goes down on strikes.
He must not have picked that up, Bogey. Nothing but breaking balls, and he just looks silly up there. Breaking ball, breaking ball, breaking ball. It never even started as a strike. He just, it's as bad as you can make him look, really.
So Benintendi will try and salvage something here. Actually, they're going to walk him. So he'll be intentionally passed. It's that automatic walk that is new to baseball this year. 4 fingers and you're on.
I like that. I really do. Get out of here.
Time saver.
I never wanted to do it, and I don't want to see it.
Brocale out. Well, I'll tell you what, a couple of times I have seen it. I know you have too, where in the old days when you had to throw the pitches, the old days being just last season, occasionally a game is lost on that play.
You've seen a game
twice,
have you?
Seen a game twice. I've called a game where 2 times the pitcher fired what should have been an intentional pitch right over the catcher's head, and there was a runner at third. He scored.
I've launched one before. I have. I saw them launch one in Chicago, and it hit the bricks and came back, and the guy tried to score from third.
And was he out?
He was out.
He was out, yeah. See, I think I missed that a little bit.
Okay, you missed that? I mean, I don't, but I can understand.
I mean, how much is it? It saves you 30
But did
seconds.
you want to see that right there? I did. I mean, that, you know, no. So I'm okay with it.
I guess not, yeah. Here's Hanley Ramirez. Runners in first and second. A walk, a strikeout. He's fly to center. Red Sox leading 4-2, but it's been a while since they have scored a run. All the way back to the 3rd.
I feel something's going to happen right here. Good.
Hanley hitting .257, 6 homers. Not like Keller's throwing a lot of strikes, 19 pitches, and he's missed with 10 of them.
More than that, because Bogey swung at a couple balls that were in the dirt. I wouldn't be surprised if he threw a 2-0 breaking ball right here.
Both of the home runs tonight have been into the monster seats, and they have been line drives.
This is going to be a hook. See, told you.
2-1.
He's got more feel for that breaking ball than he does his gas.
Mookie Betts at second, Andrew Benintendi at first, so excellent speed out there. And a 2-1. Left it low, blocked by Lucroy, and they'll hold. So a good count for Hanley.
This guy's got big league fastball, good breaking ball, but no command, 0.
Matt Barnes looks like he's all warmed up out there, and will be the next pitcher for the Sox, who lead it 4-2 in the 7th.
3-1. What are you going to get?
Ground ball to third, in on it Gallo. He'll tap third base to retire the side. So the Red Sox fail to score in the 7th. We move to the 8th. 4-2 Boston. sponsored by Southwest. Yes to low fares with nothing to hide. That's transparency. Sox on top 4-2, bring you the 8th inning. Here's our game summary brought to you by Xfinity. Drew Pomeranz, big part of the story tonight with 11 strikeouts over 6 innings. He can win it. Xander Bogaerts has cracked his first home run of the season. That was a 2-run shot. And the Red Sox have a 2-run lead. Bullpen looking to be tough. It certainly was last inning, Eck, with 3 consecutive strikeouts.
Oh, absolutely. Embry looked great, and then Scott just made mincemeat out of Gallo over there with 3 breaking balls. 14 strikeouts on the night.
And Matt Barnes is next. He'll get Cosma, then DeShields and Andrus. Just 4 hits for Texas, and as Rick just mentioned, they have struck out 14 times. And Barnes going to work. Cosma has struck out on 2 occasions tonight. So have Andrus and Odor, Mike Napoli, Ryan Rua, and Joey Gallo. Napoli's case 3 times. The 1-0. 96 on the gun.
That ball's in the glove.
Maybe a night we see Craig Kimbrell. It's been a while.
It's been a while, is right. He needs to get in a game. Might as well get a save.
May 19th, his last outing in Oakland. Popped up, twisting foul off first base and out of play.
There he is. Bobblehead night last night, wasn't it?
Yeah, I thought those came out really good too.
Yeah. You knew that arm was going to be hanging out.
Yeah, that was in his pre-pitch pose.
What are those pictures they have behind him? Look at that. What is that? Look like high school prom pictures or something, don't they?
Yeah, they look like high school pictures.
Yeah. What's going on there? A little different.
In the tuxedo. 1-2 foul away.
Those guys out in the bullpen are screwy anyway. You never know what they're doing, you know, with those pitchers back there. I never noticed that before. Did you?
No,
Yeah.
this is recent.
Is this recent? Yeah.
Well, I would bet even money that was a Joe Kelly idea.
You think?
Yeah. Bet you Garrett Austin could get to the bottom of that. The 1-2 is knocked foul again.
Well, they didn't think that it was going to go unnoticed, right?
Right. Well,
that's where you sit. Your dome, your pitcher is behind you, so you sit where you're supposed to sit.
I think those are yearbook pictures. High school yearbook pictures.
Yeah. So it's telling us to watch the game. We are watching the game.
One, 2 down into the dirt on Cosma. DeShields on deck. A wet, cold night at Fenway, but the Red Sox on top here 4-2 in the 8th. And a 2-2 is pop foul back out of play. When I was in high school, I had no idea how to tie one of those bow ties.
Who does?
With the tuxedo, so I'm pretty sure for the prom I wore a clip on.
Oh, sure, of course.
You know.
Yeah.
Embarrassed to admit that, but
I mean, you're pretty cool if you know how to tie one of those.
If you're 50 and you know how to tie one,
there's no way. I know a lot of guys that don't know how to tie a tie. This regular normal tie.
2-2 to Cosma, and inside for a ball. I had one wearing a tuxedo for an event earlier in the season, and I've never learned how to tie one, so I went on the internet.
You tried to
I YouTubed it, and you know you're looking at your phone and you're looking in the mirror in the bathroom and you're trying to tie the thing. It took me 2 hours. Finally got it.
Can you do it again? Oh.
High fly ball down the left field line, through that, missed, and he yanked that one way into the corner, foul.
My goodness, that is his best bolt right there. He crushed that ball.
Cosma's only got 1 home run for the year, but almost had 2.
Boy, he's geared up for that fastball, and he gets it. 3-2, kind of following him a little bit there. Gets the head out a little too quick. That launch angle was kicking right there.
Now Barnes trying to put him away with a 3-2.
Boy, he's making him work.
Red Sox have a run of strikeouts, 4 consecutive Ks over the last 2 innings. They also did that all Drew Pomeranz between the 2nd and the 3rd innings. In Pomeranz's case, it was 5 in a row. And the 3-2. And that's in there for strike 3.
He takes one right down Broadway. After all that, nice at bat, but froze him with a pitch right down the middle. Number 15 on the night for the Texas Rangers.
Strikeout high for the Red Sox staff this season came at Toronto. April 20th, it was 18, but that was in 10 innings. So 1 away to Shields, the batter. He has struck out, popped up, walked, and scored after stealing a base in the 6th inning. Sox up 4-2 in the 8th. You figured, given the game conditions, it would be a low-scoring game. The surprise for me tonight, Eck, is there have been 2 home runs.
Yeah, you're right.
With that wind blowing in from time to time, really gusting in from center.
It's like the ball that Bogey hit on a line got out of here.
Yeah, and Elvis Andrus did the same thing. 4th inning.
Barely got out, though.
Barnes with a 2-0 to Shields. Right past him in 96. Last half of the 8th inning, the Red Sox will have up Moreland, Bradley, and Vasquez. Some diehards tonight here at Fenway. White Sox and Cubs fans. Pretty well hit. Betts driven back. Still on the run. Has room, and he'll make the play. Battling the wind and the mist for that catch, and there are 2 down.
Boy, it makes it look so easy catching that ball. That ball's hit pretty good.
We recap how we got to this point. Andrus with a home run. Pomeranz with an outstanding performance. Xander Bogaerts with his first home run of the season. And this was a shot in the 3rd.
This is one he'll remember because it's the first one. Fastball in on a line. Got out of here in a hurry.
Then given the silent treatment by his teammates when he got inside the dugout, at least initially. Andrus will take a strike on a breaking ball. This was classic.
I think he kind of knew that was going to happen.
Yeah. And that's in there for a strike. I mean, Xander has talked about only in recent days how that left thumb that he injured on a sliding play in April has affected his swing, at least for power, certainly not for average.
Well, anytime you hurt anything to do with your hands, fingers, whatever hitting, it's got to take the power out.
Here's the 0-2 to Andrus. And Craig Kimbrell is up in the bullpen.
There he is.
Barnes trying to make it 16 strikeouts of Ranger batters tonight. 2 down on the 1-2. And a check swing foul.
Barnes consistently has that velocity up most every time he's out there. He could be devastating when he's got that hook working.
Going to make it a 1-2-3 8th inning. Nobody on base, 2 away, and a 1-2 to Andrus. Two.
Barnes takes his sweet time in delivering. He's always got to rub it, grabs his buckle every time. The bill of his hat. It's funny how many crazy things pitchers do between pitches.
Creatures of habit.
Totally.
Looking for the strikeout pitch here, the 2-2. And he got him.
Bring it. Bring it.
Blew it right by him. 2 more strikeouts for the Red Sox staff and 16 tonight.
This Red Sox Game Day Live presented by DCU. TC and Steve Lyons will preview Edward Rodriguez's start tomorrow against the Mariners. DCU, Digital Federal Credit Union. What can DC save you?
Matt Barnes keeping that strikeout string rolling here. In the meantime, I think the Red Sox are doing a little rehearsing on what might be like Chris Young.
They're already getting prepped for it.
And Andrew Benintendi, who often leads those dances. And here comes Claudio out of the bullpen. Alex Claudio making his 20th appearance for Texas. Last half of the 8th inning, Red Sox in front 4-2. Game that started a bit late by almost half an hour because of the weather. And the Red Sox immediately got 2 runs in the first, 2 more in the third to take a 4-run lead. Have not scored since then. So Ranger pitching has been pretty tough from that point forward. Moreland with 2 hits, and he's also been hit by a pitch. It's now up to 275 with 25 runs batted in.
They had their chances really the last couple innings. Last time Moreland was up, he got hit by a pitch. He had 2 runners on, nobody out.
Jackie Bradley on deck. Then Christian Vasquez. And a 1-1 to the Sox first baseman. Chopper back to the hill. And Claudio will get him. 1 away in the 8th. So the first man gone and Jackie Bradley next. And Red Sox about to take on the Seattle Mariners for the first time this season. They come to town for the weekend. Friday 7:10, Saturday 4:05, and Sunday 1:35. And then the Red Sox hit the road.
Mariners scuffling in that division too because of Houston, the way they got off to that start. Everybody's scuffling over there. The Angels playing decent baseball. They're still, what, 7 out probably. And I don't expect the Angels to be that good this year.
I expect Mike Trout to be real good.
Yeah.
And guess what? He is 15 home runs.
Right.
No shock there. Red Sox tonight trying to get to 4 games over 500. Looking to win the first 3 on this homestand and make it a 4-game winning streak. Jackie got jammed there, trickled to Napoli. He'll do it himself. 2 up, 2 down. Vasquez will be next. In the 9th inning, it'll be Missouri and Lucroy and Odor.
You don't really want Napoli to get a chance at his golden sombrero either. Rather not see him.
2 down, the bases are empty for Vasquez, who's gone 1 for 3 with a single and rolls that one foul. And both sides have been battling the elements from the get-go here. Like my pal got one there. So this night was not just about cotton candy. He's walking away with a souvenir, my man. And you've earned it tonight. You know, if you've been here all night, you have earned it.
Yeah, no doubt.
And he has earned it. Two down and 0-2 the count on Vasquez. And fouls out away. Down he goes. And Christian appears to be all right. Dustin Pedroia left about midway through the ball game, taken out as a precautionary measure by John Farrell because of some pain in the knee. It was that left knee, same knee that Manny Machado got in Baltimore.
Yeah, it's just not a good sign, especially when Pedroia has to go up and say something.
High fly ball into left field. Rua backing up, turning around. That ball is going to be off the tin. Vasquez churning for second base, and he's in there with a walk-in double.
You're going to see how high this ball goes off the tin, as you say. Rua sort of gave up on it. He looked, turned around, and you see this off balance a little bit. Kind of flipped that ball one-handed, one-armed. Rua turned around and the ball hit off the tin. How high? Not high enough. Hit the league sign.
So 7 doubles for Christian Vasquez, his second hit tonight. And Marrero looking to pick him up, looking to make contact. He had a tough night at the plate with 3 strikeouts. Red Sox leading here 4-2. Kimbrel all ready to come in the 9th. Sox have doubled up Texas in hits, 8-4. Checked his swing there, 1-1. Craig Kimbrell has retired 49 of the last 52 batters he has faced, including 29 of the last 30. Absolute domination for the Red Sox closer. There's a fly ball, well hit. Backing up, Rua, looking up, gone. Devin Marrero with his first, a 2-run shot. Red Sox lead it 6-2.
Well, how about that? Some insurance runs for the Red Sox. I'll tell you what, he put a charge into that.
First home run of the season for Devin Marrero.
Some breathing room right there. Been waiting all night to get 4 runs early in this game and 2 more right there. Boy, that's got to feel good for him.
Well, John Farrell is praising his defense, how outstanding he has been to lock things down defensively at third. Fouled away by Mookie Betts. Now some offense.
A little changeup. He goes down there and gets it and flips it out of here. He's not happy. He supplied all the power there with that changeup that was down.
Check swing by Mookie Betts. They do appeal, and that's a swing and a miss.
No more save. You see Kimbrell out there, whether he's going to pitch or not, who knows.
It might come in anyway because he needs the work.
It. Yeah.
Sox ahead 6-2 here in the 8th. Mookie looking for his first hit. He did walk and steal a base back in the 7th inning. 3-1. Red Sox scoring for the first time since the 3rd inning on the 2-run shot by Marrero. Xander Bogaerts also with a 2-run homer. And the Red Sox on the verge of sweeping the Texas Rangers. Conversation here with Mookie Betts and the umpire. They're going to change the count to 2-2. So it's actually a 2-2 pitch and a ground ball up the middle. That'll get through for a base hit. So Mookie's on for the 2nd time tonight. Red Sox have gotten 3 consecutive hits with 2 out.
Claudio, he doesn't have much in way of stuff. It's all deception. A little off-speed stuff, a little sinker.
Whatever the reason, the Red Sox have just flat dominated here at Fenway against the American League West. Over the last couple of years, they're 30-7 against the AL West at Fenway.
Wow.
Jeffress, the right-hander, get loose. Hang in there for the post game with TC.
There they are.
And Steve working away, prepping away. And they'll have this game and all the rest around the majors covered as soon as we finish up from Fenway. Mookie Betts at first base, 2 down and 2 runs in. Red Sox ahead 6-2 in the 8th. And their first strike on Rutledge, who came on to relieve Dustin Pedroia, out because of some pain in the knee.
Boy, they're gamers over there, aren't they?
Red Sox ownership and Sam Kennedy, the president, gutting their way through the weather. Line shot, that one caught. Gallo making that play. However, Devin Marrero A power source here in the 8th inning, blasting a 2-run homer. That opens up a 4-run lead for the Red Sox as we go to the 9th. Sox with a 6-2 lead and closing in on a sweep of the Texas Rangers. They have out-hit Texas 10-4, including a pair of home runs. And now it's up to Craig Kimbrell to get the last 3 out. Certainly not a save situation, but he has been absolutely dynamite in 19 appearances. A 0.92 earned run average. He's not allowed a base runner in 12 of his 19 appearances. Last 8 appearances, he struck out 16 out of 24 men.
Got to keep that edge right here.
And Mazzara, the first man in against him. He's gone 2 for 3 tonight. And Texas has struck out 16 times against the Red Sox pitching staff tonight, and the first one in at 97 for strike 1. Mazzara with a base hit in first, another one in the 6th inning.
The command has been incredible by Kimbrell.
When you came into a game that was a non-save situation, when you were at the top of your game as the elite closer in baseball, how tough was this?
Yeah, it really wasn't that tough. I mean, you're trying to win games, and every game is just, you treat it, you know, as such.
1-1. That one ate him up.
You know, he got into a thing last year. I don't think he was physically all that great last year, but he got into a thing where he just didn't pitch well in those games that there wasn't something on the line. But you know, even in a tie game, that's there shouldn't be any difference. Tie game, I mean, everything's on the line.
1-2 to Mazzara.
See ya. Where's that? How do you miss that?
Well, he started off the mound. He thought he had him struck out, but Chad Fairchild said no.
How do you miss it? You got the strikeout master on the mound. You got to be ready to ring. Let's go.
Pretty darn good pitch.
Oh, it's all over a strike.
Two. And that'll do it. That's a swing and a miss, but it gets away from Vasquez.
He swung and it hit him. It hit him. It hit his foot. He swung and missed and it hit him. He should be out. He should be out. Watch this. See, it hit him. It just hit him.
Did it get him or was it the shin guard? We're going to take
right.
a look.
That's what I think. If you swing and it hits you, you're out.
See if we can pick this up.
He missed that by so much, and it hit him.
It did.
He missed it by a foot, and then it drills him.
Got him on the back of the foot.
You're out.
And now they're going to appeal over to the third base ump, Alfonso Marquez, and go take a look at it.
Yeah, he's out.
So the Red Sox want it reviewed.
You know, look how far he misses this pitch by. I mean, look how far he misses it by a foot, and it hits him in the foot.
Sure did.
We had a pitcher with us years ago. Why I know this rule kind of is his name was Mike Norris. You remember that right-handed pitcher?
Yep.
And it was on the third strike. He swung and it hit him in the stomach.
The stomach.
Yeah, it was so. We all were laughing. Going,
Well, you have to laugh.
You had to laugh.
Gets you in the stomach.
But it hits him in the stomach, and he runs off to first base like
He got hit by the
I
pitch.
got hit by the pitch, but he swung at
Forgot
it.
about the swing.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you got to believe this will be ruled in the Red Sox favor when they get a look.
Are they going to go look at it? Yeah, they're going to look, and when they look at it, it's going to be he's out, and that's a punch out, number 17.
So now finally they will go and ask New York to look.
I guarantee you that is a punch out.
This should not take very long. This should be almost automatic here and would be out number 1. And also would be the 17th strikeout by the Red Sox staff tonight.
He should have punched out on the pitch before strike 3 that he didn't call. And you get so geared up for his fastball. When he throws you a breaking ball, I'll tell you what, huh? You miss it by a foot and it drills you.
Yep. This is pretty quick.
Yeah, he's out. Come here.
Well, here comes John Farrell.
What is this?
Continue to discuss this.
What's going on?
John Farrell pretty upset right
John's
now.
saying exactly what I'm saying. I'm telling you, he's out, and they're not going to call it.
John
no
is
wonder.
hot.
That's why he's hot, because that's the rule, and they're probably saying we didn't see it. And then what? What did they go under the hood for?
What are they thinking? Inconclusive? I thought it was really
right. It's
conclusive.
pretty obvious. What did they go look at? I don't understand what they looked at. It's ridiculous. I'll tell you what, if this was a 4-2 game, you'd be out of your mind. He's out of his mind right now, let alone 4-2.
Well, see, I thought this was the purpose of replay.
Right.
In the meantime, Kimbrel throwing some warm-up tosses. I thought that was pretty darn conclusive. Take another look.
I mean, it's pretty obvious. I mean, he missed it by so bad. What'd they think? It hit his shin guard? No, it hit his foot.
Oh, it sure did.
Yeah, it's pretty obvious.
Well, a break, obviously,
for Texas.
For the Texas Rangers. And so here's Lucroy.
I tell you, Kimbrel, he's been a strike machine. Punch out machine, but a lot of strikes.
Down and away on Lucroy. Nobody out, a man on. And a 1-1 foul back.
So what does that go as?
Well, that's what we're trying to figure out.
What does that go as?
It could still be a strikeout, and it got by Vasquez.
So it's a
So it would be a wild pitch or a pass ball, either one, or it could be a hit batsman.
Right.
But he swung and missed.
But he swung. So they've got to give it a strike 3, and what got by the catcher.
That's what I think, yeah.
Like they didn't say it hit him.
1-2 is fouled away. Sox on top 6-2. Still waiting on the official scorer's ruling on this.
Right.
Bizarre play. I think more bizarre that they looked at the replay and didn't conclude what everybody saw. And that's going to be in there for strike 3. Lucroy will take a seat.
Boy, absolute paint right there. Just ridiculous paint. 98 miles an hour on the corner. I mean, perfect. Can't miss that one. He's got his glove up high looking for a high fastball. Meanwhile, he paints the corner. Fairchild's got a late strike 3 call.
Yeah, it does. So here's Odor, who has struck out twice and singled.
He loves to throw that breaking ball first pitch to left-handed hitters. Then they have no idea the velocity he has. He's just swinging out of his hand. As soon as he lets it go, he was swinging.
Man at first, and that one's going to be down into the dirt. The 1-1 up top for a ball in 97. I think Mazara's got to be at first base after striking out.
Right. It's a strikeout.
And a wild pitch. 2-1. Drops in for a called strike. So I'm going with the Red Sox have 18 strikeouts tonight.
You're right. Boy, he's had a nice feel for that breaking ball too. Not just the gas, but that little biter that he throws, he can get over.
2-2 fouled away by Odor. 98 on the radar gun for the Sox closer. He could wind up striking out 4 guys in this one.
Yes.
6-2 Sox here in the 9th. Drew Pomeranz just outstanding tonight. He struck out 11 over 6. He'll get the win if the Red Sox pin this down. Swung on and missed. There's another K in the book. Odor down hacking. He fans for the 3rd time tonight.
After that high fastball, he had to get it geared up, and he threw him a little wrinkle. That is tight and hard, and no chance. Number 19.
So he struck out 3 men in this inning. Mazara going to first base after he struck out, and the pitch got by Vasquez.
I'm just glad Napoli's up and it's not 4-2.
Mike has struck out 3 times tonight. And he pounds it in there for strike 1.
That ball looked like it was rising.
Red Sox pitching staff has already had 2 innings in which they struck out the side, and Kimbrel is trying to top that. 0-2.
He's had an immaculate inning already this year, right? Where he threw 9 pitches and 3 punch-outs. Now he's got a chance to punch out 4 guys. Doesn't happen every day.
And the 0-2 to Mike Napoli. Got him.
Yes.
20. What a performance by the Red Sox pitching staff. 6-2 the final. And the Red Sox sweep the Texas Rangers. And TC have won for the 4th consecutive game. Full head of steam heading into the weekend against Seattle.